Blessings. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody is well. Good night. So welcome to Womb Wednesdays. If this is your first time at Womb Wednesdays, I welcome you. If this is your second, third, or you do this every single Wednesday, welcome family. Thank you for coming and being a part of this again. My name is Ramona Riley, aka the Vagina Lady, an owner of Cosmic Woman. I have a little something different to talk about tonight. I don't think it's different really because it's really the world we're living in. But in terms of what we would usually talk about when it comes to Womb Wednesdays, it's a little different than usual. Yes, I see someone saying all things vagina. Yes, all things vagina. We are all about making sure that the vagina and the reproductive system is happy and healthy and amazing and all of these things. But tonight I really want to focus on the COVID, right? And the reason why is because a couple months ago, maybe like a month after COVID really became an issue, I decided that I was going to talk a little bit about it. I was going to talk about the ways to heal ourselves or to maintain our immune system and these types of things. And I feel like some people heard, some people probably didn't hear, but I think it's time for me to talk about it again. And I find a lot of times that for me, I might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm talking about this again and again and again, because to me, it seems like it's always the same. But for my followers, for the people that are seeking this type of information, it might be really the first time that you guys have really ever heard it. So with that being said, I definitely want to go into ways that we can keep our immune system healthy, heal our body if it is that we might be going through, the COVID issues in terms of physically dealing with COVID, and everything in between. So again, welcome to those that are on. I would like to start with prayer. Every Womb Wednesday we start with prayer. It is really important for me for us to spiritually connect just as much as it is for us to physically and mentally heal. So please bow your head, do what you would usually do for prayer, and I will lead the prayer. Blessings. Dear God, myself and everyone on this live, may it be Facebook or Instagram, are just grateful for your protection. We ask you to continue to support us, love us, and also to bring us closer to what it is that we are supposed to be doing on this earth. We ask you as well to just surround us with your healing energy. We ask you to allow us to remove the things that don't serve our higher good. Amen. Okay. For everyone that's just tuning in, welcome to Womb Wednesday. I am Ramona Riley, the Vagina Lady, and you are at Womb Wednesday, something we do every single Wednesday, talking about all kinds of things, reproductive, vagina-wise, orgasmic, hormonal, all of that. But today it's going to be a little different because we're not going to be tapping into necessarily hormonal or vagina issues. We're going to deal with issues that everyone right now is dealing with, either trying to prevent the issue or actually have the issue that now they're trying to heal. And that is literally COVID, okay? Since March, COVID has taken over our entire lives. COVID has made us have to think differently. It has made us have to act differently. It has made us have to think out the box and come out of our comfort zone. And so, yes, there have been many horrible things that have come with COVID when it comes to people having to be sick, when it comes to people dying, when it comes to children dying. And so, of course, that is horrible. But on the flip side of that, there has been a lot of positive things that have come from COVID. It has allowed people to stop. It has allowed people to reflect. It has allowed people to be grateful for things that they never before really thought was a blessing. It's almost like we took advantage of the situation or didn't really realize how important these things are, So I want to go over a little bit of things when it comes to COVID and that kind of thing. And as you listen, you will realize that some of these things really roll over into hormonal. Some of these things roll over into weight loss. Some of these things roll over into just a healthy body. And so it is important for all of us to be able to hear this information. Now, COVID itself. COVID, they say, it's a virus. And this virus, of course, with like any other virus, it affects our immune system. And our immune system is really important because that is what keeps us healthy or protects us, I should say, from things like the flu and the cold and any STD or STI or any of these types of things that are bacterial or virus-like. When it comes to COVID, there are certain things that we really want to tap into. One of those things is making sure that our immune system is healthy. Now, how do we make sure our immune system is healthy? Because a lot of times the issue is that we really don't know how to make our immune system healthy. The first place we start is our gut. Now, our gut, meaning our digestive system, is extremely important. The gut is where everything starts. So if it is that your immune system is weak, it's because of your gut. If it is because you suffer from endometriosis, it's because of your gut. If you suffer from PCOS, if you suffer from fibroids, if you suffer from infertility, if you suffer from anything hormonal, it still starts in your gut. So we have to look at the digestive system and make sure that our digestive system is healthy. Make sure that the toxins that our body takes in, may be environmental, may be because of the foods that we're eating. We have to be aware of this because this shifts the dynamics of our digestive system. When we talk about the digestive system, one of the most important things that we want to focus on is the good bacteria. The more good bacteria we have in our body, in our guts, in our digestive system, in our stomach, you find that we don't really get the issues that are possible to get. We don't get the diseases, we don't get the viruses, we don't get the colds and the flus because our gut is healthy. Because there is more good bacteria than there is bad bacteria. And the good bacteria can fight off any of those things, okay? So when we talk about good bacteria, we have to talk about probiotics. Anyone on here, anyone who has done a live, listened to a live, right? Especially when I'm talking about healing the body when it comes to any virus or any kind of yeast infection or bacteria vaginosis or anything like that. I am always going to bring up probiotics because probiotics gives us that good bacteria. It is live cultures that we put into our body that then allows us to be able to fight off the bad bacteria. So anyone that is worried about their immune system being low, worried about getting COVID, worried about getting any other kind of virus that you could have, worried about yeast infections, worried about anything like that, you want to be on probiotics. Now you're probably wondering, what type of probiotics do I need? Because there are billions of types of probiotics out there. I will always recommend you taking at least 50 billion probiotics. For me, I take 90 billion. And I'll show you what I personally take. It's right here. Can you see? I don't know if the light is making the situation better or worse. Okay, but this brand is called Renew Life. Okay, they have 50 billion, 60 billion, 70 billion, 80 billion, 90 billion, 100 billion, and even more than 100 billion. Of course, the more billions you have is the more expensive it becomes. But it is literally good bacteria that you're putting inside of your body. When a client orders probiotics from me, this is the brand that she's going to get, or he's going to get. I am actually on the 90 billion live cultures right now. And this is actually made for women. So it's a little bit extra because it's made for women. But you don't have to get a probiotic that's made for women. As long as it is over 50 billion cultures. And when I say cultures, I mean live cultures. It has to say it. Down here it says 90 billion live cultures. It has to say it. You want to make sure that the capsules that it's in is vegetarian capsules. We don't want gelatin capsules because that's a lot of meat, which throws off the whole vibe of what it is that we're trying to do in terms of heal the gut. Okay? Depending on your situation, of course, you need to take more. Okay? 100 billion cultures are great to be able to take. Every person over the age of 18, I would say even 17, 16, 17, 18, probiotics, 90 billion, 100 billion, you want to be on this type of thing. Okay, for those that suffer from yeast infections, these can be inserted in the vagina, but please contact me before you do so. I need to make sure everything else about the vagina is being healed in itself so that you can get the benefits of the probiotics inserted in the vagina. Okay, how much do we sell it for? Okay, in Jamaica I think it is like 8,000 and something. I can't remember exactly, I'm sorry. There's so many different types of products that we have. In the US, I believe it is $60, but I could be wrong. Okay, send us a DM and we will tell you the exact price for it. Okay, but probiotics is going to be amazing for making sure that your good bacteria, okay, is up. Make sure your immune system is up, because nobody wants to deal with COVID. Nobody wants to deal with having it and having to now then quarantine or anything like that. Probiotics is definitely one of the main things you want to be on. Now, moving away from that, okay, I really want to talk about the different herbs, because I feel like a lot of times we're talking about COVID and we're talking about the mask and we're talking about social distancing and we're talking about all these other things, which of course are important, but we're not talking about healing or maintaining or strengthening our immune system, and that is what is extremely important. So when it comes to strengthening the immune system, there are certain herbs that are just amazing. There are many herbs. There are hundreds of herbs that I could count or call to. But I'm only going to mention some just because those are either one, easily accessible, or two, it is much cheaper for you to be able to get it. Okay? So first thing I'll mention is ginger. Okay, now ginger is amazing for the immune system. Ginger is ginger is amazing for the reproductive system. Ginger is amazing for the digestive system. So from the immune system going down to the digestive system, going down to the reproductive system, those are three systems that ginger is a superfood for. Now, ginger, you say to yourself, oh, okay, ginger, what? What about ginger? What type of ginger? How often do I take this ginger? What do I need to do with the ginger? Okay. Now, if you are using the ginger root, meaning the ginger that is literally just coming out of the ground and shaping all this other kind of funny little way, and it's all connected together and it's brown and it has the skin and all of that type of situation, you can boil it in tea. You can chew it. You can put it in your smoothie. Okay. You can also do a ginger capsule. And for me, even though I put ginger in my smoothie, even though I put ginger in my tea, even though I might cut up ginger and make ginger chicken, at the end of the day, I still take ginger in capsules, the concentrated version, because I can't really overdose on ginger at this point. Not when it heals my immune, digestive, and reproductive. We want to make sure that our bodies are on this, that our bodies are getting this. So ginger is fantastic. You can also find ginger, I don't know where it is. You can also find ginger in a oil, okay? And this is a doTERRA oil, and all the oils that I use are always doTERRA. It is food grade, it is A+, it is amazing essential oils. Okay, which is why my oils are always going to be more expensive than someone else's oils, because I use the oils that you can swallow. Okay, the oils that are A grade. Now this ginger, you can open it, put a drop in your water, put a drop in your tea, put a drop in an empty capsule, close it, swallow it. Whatever way you can get the ginger down, because there's some people that don't enjoy the taste of ginger. Okay, this is a great way to get the ginger down. Okay, and that is the essential oil, the doTERRA ginger. Another great thing is turmeric. Turmeric is amazing for the digestive system. It's amazing for your immune system. Okay, it takes away a lot of inflammation. So if there's any inflammation, any part of the body, even reproductive, anywhere else, turmeric is going to help. Now for me, I used to put turmeric in my smoothie all the time, and I would drink turmeric tea every day, and I found that my teeth, even still now, they're not as white as they used to be. They look a little bit like a little yellow glare is over it. And I really think that it is the turmeric. And that is the reason why now I use the turmeric oil. Because I can put it in my capsule or put it in a smoothie and swallow it. And I am not drinking this hot tea, right, that is staining my teeth on a daily basis. So you can even add your ginger and your turmeric oil together, right? And do whatever it is you're going to do. If it's your capsule that you're going to put it in, if it's your smoothie, if it's directly in water, if it's your orange juice, if it's whatever, okay? You can also, of course, use the turmeric root itself, okay? I am just anal because I'm just like, oh my gosh, my teeth. But I mean, come on, if that's not an issue for you, then yes, take your ginger, your turmeric, blend it up, make it into juice, make it into tea, however you need to do it, so that you can get the benefits. The next amazing thing for your immune system is thyme. I wonder how many people on this live right now knew that thyme was amazing for your immune system. We put it in our foods, on our rices, and all these different things we use thyme for, and we use it more as a seasoning, and don't probably realize how many healing properties the thyme has. Thyme is great for your immune system. Do you know what else thyme is good for? It's good for fertility. So all of those women that are trying to look for ways in how to make their fertility situation better, please know that thyme is very good for fertility. So you can make tea using the thyme. Drink it on a daily basis, 2 times a week, however it is that you need to do it. Thyme is a great way to not just create a healthy immune system, but also help you with fertility if that is something that you are trying to work on. Next thing is peppermint. And we all know peppermint, right? Peppermint is good for your digestive system. You can find peppermint in many ways, okay? You can actually get the leaf itself, or get the stalk with the branch and the everything and stick it in your boiling water and let that seep. You can also do the oil, of course, okay, which is great as well. Putting it in your capsule, swallowing it directly in your mouth, however it is that you need to do that. Peppermint is going to be amazing for your immune system and for your digestive system. And as I mentioned to you guys before, digestive system and the immune system, they are working together. So most things that are good for your immune are going to be good for your digestive, okay? Moving on, lavender. I'm not sure if I have lavender in front of me. It's probably over. I didn't pick it up. Okay, sorry. So lavender is also great for your immune system. And I have lavender in the doTERRA oil as well, okay? It is an antiseptic. It is antifungal, right? But it is also great for your immune system as well, okay? So please guys, make sure that you incorporate this. You can use lavender in your juice, in your smoothie. I make a lavender lemonade, which is amazing. There's a company called Nature's Therapy, a Jamaican company. They make also a lemonade or this juice that has lavender in it. Lavender is a superfood. You can use lavender to heal all kinds of things, okay? When I'm helping people with herpes, when I'm helping people with HIV, when I'm helping people all these things, lavender is huge, okay? Lavender is in our vaginal steam. Lavender is an amazing thing to use. Now, someone is mentioning garlic. Let me just sigh for a moment. Garlic is really good for killing things. I repeat, garlic is really good for killing things. So if you want to kill something, you use the raw garlic. But a lot of times when we kill things, we kill other things too, not meaning to kill those things. My point being, if you are going to be using garlic, you need to make sure you use garlic that is cooked. Garlic is so strong that not only does it kill the negative things in your body, but it also kills the positive things in your body. So me, as a holistic specialist, I would never suggest you taking garlic to kill anything. If you have a cold or a flu, I'm not going to tell you to go and boil garlic in some water with some ginger and some lime or lemon with some sweetener. I personally will never tell you this. I will never tell you this. And the reason why is because garlic kills the good bacteria as well. We can't afford for the good bacteria in our body to be non-existent. We want to put things in our bodies that kill the negative things, but we also have to be mindful that the positive things that's in our bodies, we want to keep them there. And in doing so, we would not use something like garlic, okay? Yeah, man, lavender is amazing. Lavender is really, really good for so many things. I mean, it's good to help you sleep. It's good to clean things. It's antifungal. It's relaxing. It's a great cleanser. Can I say that again? It's a great cleanser. So lavender is definitely a very, very good option. There is another herb called matcha. And matcha is spelled M-A-T-C-H-A. Matcha now is a green tea. It is not the regular green tea. It is a special green tea, a special blend or species of the green tea. And it is amazing as well for your immune system. Now remember again, guys, as I've said this before, the immune system is extremely, extremely important when it comes to keeping it healthy, so we do not get things like corona or we do not get things like herpes or gonorrhea or any other kind of freaking thing out there that it is that we can get. Okay, so matcha is a great option to make sure our immune system is healthy. Another one, which I think is new to a lot of Jamaican people, is blue vervain. Now, I personally use blue vervain for my clients that have blocked fallopian tubes. But there are so many other things that you can use it for. And one of those things is the immune system. There are places that blue vervain grows wild in. Wild. As long as they're not being sprayed with pesticide or any kind of toxic anything in it, dry it, cut it up, crush it up, grind it up, make some tea. Blue vervain is great for your immune system. Lemongrass is also really good for your immune system. In Jamaica, they call it fever grass, okay? So someone the other day asked me about fever grass, and they're like, what do you think about fever grass? And I was like, fever grass? What the fuck is fever grass? You know? And I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, you mean lemongrass? Duh. Lemongrass is amazing. Lemongrass is great for your digestive system. Not just bowel digestive system, but even urinary, your urinary tract, your bladder. If you were to come to me with a UTI, I would give you lemongrass to take. And I would give you lemongrass like this, lemongrass in this oil form, that I would have you rub on your abdomen, and I would also have you swallow it in water or a capsule, and then, you know, use water to swallow it. Okay, lemongrass is amazing for your immune system as well. Someone was saying something. Onion. Okay, so yes, onion is amazing as well for killing things, but not killing the good things in your body. But guys, you cannot use white onion. You cannot use yellow onion. The only healthy onion in the world is purple onion. I repeat, the only healthy onion is purple onion. You should not be buying any other onion out there. All the other onions, white, yellow, or anything in between, creates inflammation. It creates sickness. It creates arthritis. It creates all of these issues or diseases or conditions that come from inflammation. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that when you're doing onion, you are using purple onion, purple onion or red onion or whatever color onion you want to say. Okay, so there are many plans for men, and it just really depends on what. It depends on the man. It depends on what he's trying to do. I mean, is it that he's looking for a harder erection? Is it that he's trying to create better sperm mobility? I mean, it really just depends on what he is looking for. Now, if you're a man and you're looking for something, a plant for you, send us a DM, send us a WhatsApp message. We can get to know a little bit more of what your goal is so that we can advise you better. Okay, because that's kind of vague in itself. I feel like I've been eating all the wrong things. Well, listen, we haven't really been taught. And the people that should have taught us, they didn't learn themselves. So it's almost like the blind leading the blind. And that's the reason why I'm here. I'm here to let you know. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to bring awareness to certain things so that you can go do your own research, think about it, meditate on it, and come to the best conclusion for you personally. Because every person is different. Everyone is different. Now, apart from the herbs, I want to now get into like the minerals and vitamins that are really good for the immune system. Now, the first one I'm going to mention is something that I think all people probably went on when they heard about COVID, and that's vitamin C. Vitamin C is amazing for our immune system, 100%. But we have to look at the ways that we are receiving this vitamin C. Now, of course, if we're doing things like, you know, orange and grapefruit and lemon and limes and all that kind of stuff, that's great, because that vitamin C is a healthy version of vitamin C. But if you have a vitamin C little tablet thing that you drop in water and it dissolves, that's probably not the way to go. Okay, there are so many other chemicals that are involved in that takes away from half of the goodness that really could be there. So that is not the best option. We want to make sure that with vitamin C, you're taking probably 1,000 milligrams, especially now during this time. Vitamin D is also pretty good, okay, for your immune system. And we're talking about vitamin D3. Now, when you guys are getting these things, of course, Cosmic Woman has these things, okay? But even if you're not getting it from Cosmic Woman, what I want to make sure is that they don't have any entities, negative entities in them to take away from the goodness that they are supposed to really provide, okay? So make sure that there are no other additives, there are no fillers. If it comes in a capsule, the capsule is vegetarian. These are things that we have to look out for. So vitamin C, vitamin D3, great. Now, iron. This is the iron that Cosmic Woman sells. It is called Lion, okay? Lion. Now, it is amazing. Now, we have to be really careful with our iron, because a lot of times it makes women and men constipated, and that defeats the whole purpose. Because if you're now constipated, that means you're messing up your digestive system, which means your immune system is going to get messed up, which means your reproductive system is going to get messed up, and it's just a whole freaking mess, right? So we want to make sure that your iron is a plant-based iron. This is a plant-based iron. You take it the first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. The majority of plant-based things you want to take on an empty stomach, because it is plant-based. It is not an antibiotic. You don't need to fill your belly with food before you take it. You don't have to coat your stomach lining before you take it. So iron is amazing for keeping the immune system healthy as well. Another thing that we have in terms of keeping the immune system healthy, of course, is a cleanse. Now, I'm actually taking this cleanse, which is why you can see it is not actually full all the way, okay? And it is wet because it's been in the fridge. Now, the cleanse is always going to be good, okay? We're always going to want to clean our body. We're always going to want to cleanse our body. It's important. You could come to me for fertility. You could come to me for PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis, lack of sperm, not getting hard. You could come to me for any issue that you have. At the end of the day, one of the first things I'm going to do for you is I'm going to clean you. And I'm going to clean you because I want to make sure that all of the wonderful things that you are now putting in your body, the vitamin C, the vitamin D3, the ginger, the turmeric, the thyme, all of these things that we've spoken about already, the probiotics, I want to make sure that your body is actually absorbing it. And the way we know that it is actually absorbing it is if your body is clean. So cleaning the body is very, 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 very important. Yes, this will be on YouTube, so you can look back at it for sure, 100%. And it will also be on our IG live, so you can definitely find that there as well. I need that right now. My endo messed up my hemoglobin. It's going to. Endo or fibroids always messes up your hemoglobin, okay? So yes, you can definitely get this. If you're in Jamaica, if you're in the States, if you're in Dubai, if you're in any part of the world, you can get the Lion for sure. Send us a DM. If you're not in Jamaica, go on our website. It is there. You can order it. This size is the small. We also have the large, so you can look out for that for sure. In Jamaica, this is $6,000. In the US, it is $60 US for the large. For the small, I believe it's $35 or $40 for the small. Okay, and of course that's because it has to go through all these different ways to get to us, so it's a little bit more expensive. But you can get this wherever. So the so the cleanse for sure is really important in making sure that our body is clean. Okay, if you want to lose weight, the cleanse is great for you. If you're trying to clean up your body and get healthy, it's good for you. If you are trying to have a baby, it's good for you. If you are trying to remove cyst fibroids or any other reproductive issue, this is also really good for you. If you are in Canada, go on our website. We will ship to you from South Carolina to Canada. Another thing that we have that's really, really amazing is the liver tonic. Okay, now the liver tonic is amazing because of course it cleans the liver, and as I told you guys before, digestively, if our liver is healthy, if our kidneys are healthy, if all of these different things, if our digestive system is healthy, you will find that it's harder for you to get these conditions. Okay, harder for you to get issues. When my children used to go to school, everyone in the class would be sick but the Riley children. And that is where I got a lot of my clients, because they couldn't understand why everybody else in the class has strep throat, everybody else in the class is vomiting, everybody else in the class's nose is like running like water, and the Riley children don't have that issue. And the reason why is because I make sure that I keep their immune system healthy. Yes, they're children, so I'm not very anal or overly anal about them eating certain things. Of course, yes, they eat pizza. Of course, yes, they eat fries, which of course I don't recommend potato to anyone, okay, because it is very much creates inflammation. But they're gonna eat certain things because they're young, and it's okay, and they can do that. It's easier for them to do that, okay? But it was always important for me to make sure their immune system stayed healthy. And how I did that was with probiotics, how I did that with cleansing them. And not just oral cleansing them, because I didn't really give them oral cleanses, but I did a lot of topical cleanses with them, okay? So the liver, great for also making sure that our immune system is healthy, because of course this is making our digestive system healthy, and if the digestive system is healthy, again the immune system will be healthy. So I was talking about different treatments, and the treatments that I would do on my children to make sure that they were healthier, because I didn't really want to give them the taste bad cleanse and all them thing there, and them young and whatever, and them stress out, and it's traumatic, and I'm traumatic, and everybody's just trauma from the whole experience. So I would actually do things on them like castor oil treatments, okay? And this is the castor oil that we sell at Cosmic Woman, okay? Now, if you're doing a castor oil treatment, the castor oil treatment, it has to be, the castor oil itself has to be cold pressed, organic, virgin castor oil. What that means is it cannot be black Jamaican castor oil. Use that in your hair, and that's it. It's not for this treatment. The castor oil treatment detoxes your reproductive system. It detoxes your digestive system. It flushes your lymphatic system. So just those three things alone, you're removing COVID or keeping COVID from your body. Just with those things, right? So we're talking about immune system, check. Digestive system, check. Reproductive system, check. And all you have to do is rub this on your belly, put a special cloth on it, and put a heating pad over it. Lie there for an hour, and you're telling me that I am healing and detoxing and removing all the negative entities from my body? Why would you not sign up for that, right? So a castor oil treatment is amazing as well when it comes to wanting to detox the body without removing too many positive entities from the body, and especially on our children, because it's hard for them to take certain things. So doing that, rubbing it on their belly, there's no pain, there's no nothing. They can lie down, they can be playing on their tablet, they can be watching Netflix, they can be sleeping. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so think about that, guys. Castor oil treatment is really great for that. Yes, Jamaican castor oil is amazing, and it's amazing for our hair. It is not amazing for your skin. It is not supposed to be swallowed. And if something is not supposed to be swallowed, you should not use it in a physical treatment, because your skin is the largest organ and it's going to absorb it. So I'll be honest, for me, when I'm putting castor oil in my hair, I don't use black Jamaican castor oil, because if I can't use black Jamaican castor oil to do my castor oil treatment on my abdomen, why the fuck am I putting it in my hair? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. So that's your call. It's all up to you. But if you are going to do a castor oil treatment, you definitely cannot use black Jamaican castor oil. Okay? You guys are killing me. Okay, next thing is black seed oil. How many of you have heard about black seed oil? Okay, so black seed oil is amaze balls for your immune system. Okay, it is a superfood for your immune system. There are a few superfoods like ginger. Black seed oil is definitely one of them. Okay, you of course again want it to be cold pressed, want it to be organic, want it to be virgin, want it to be all of these other things. Blessings. And so black castor oil is great. Okay, you can take a teaspoon, put it in your smoothie, put it directly in your mouth, put it in your water, drink it. I don't care. Okay, definitely something healthy. Okay, we want to make sure that it's something healthy that we are putting it in. Colloidal silver. How many of you have heard about colloidal silver? Colloidal silver is amazing for your immune system. Okay, if I have clients with HIV, if I have clients with herpes, if I have clients with any kind of bacteria or virus issue, I am going to give them colloidal silver. Now, colloidal silver comes in many shape, way, forms, and sizes. Okay, in terms of you have 10 ppms, you have 15 ppms, you have 20 ppms. I use 500 ppms. Okay, 500 ppm, so that we can remove the effort that we need to remove to make sure that our immune system is healthy. Okay, so colloidal silver is great. 500 ppms. Look at your ppms when you're purchasing it. Okay, this is great for your immune system. This is great for if you have yeast infections, if you have bacterial vaginosis, any of those things, anything bacterial, fungal, virusy like, this is going to be great for you. Okay, 500 ppms on the colloidal silver. Coconut oil is also a super food. Yes, you can give colloidal silver to children. I would not give them the 500 ppms though. I would probably give them the most 30. Okay, depending on the age of the child. So send me a DM and let me know, and then I can kind of give you more of a better idea of what amount of ppms to give that particular child. Okay, the colloidal silver, the 500 ppms, I believe it's $4,005 in Jamaica. In the US, I think it's $35, I believe, is the price. Any other things, if you are in any other place but Jamaica, you can go to our website www.cosmicwoman.com and you can find the prices and everything. Okay, if it's Jamaica, you can definitely send us a DM or WhatsApp or whatever, and we can let you know. If you're in America too or anywhere else, you can send us the DM as well. That's not a problem. Okay, so I was talking about coconut oil, and coconut oil is a superfood as well, just as much as the black seed oil, just as much as the ginger is as well, and the turmeric. Okay, now this coconut oil has to be, again, cold pressed, organic, virgin. When you open it, it should smell like coconut. Okay, when it's cold, it should harden. When it's hot, it should melt. that is the coconut oil that you want to use. You want to take a tablespoon of it, swallow it, put it in your smoothie. Oh, excuse me. Whichever way it is that's easier for you to manage, and take it every day. It is amazing for your immune system, for your cells, for your tissues, for your organs, for your body, everything. So coconut oil is definitely another great superfood. Now, one thing I did not mention is sea moss or Irish moss. Now, Irish moss is something that is becoming much more popular lately, and I'm really glad that it is, because it has so many amazing properties in it. It is literally a superfood. Okay, you want that. I use sea moss as one of my bases for my smoothies. Okay, I use coconut water as a base, and I use sea moss as a base. I do half and half, so I don't have to deal with the sea moss taste so much, and I throw in all the fruits that I love very much, and then I blend it up and maybe throw in 2 herbs in there and call it a day. Okay, so definitely look into sea moss, Irish moss. Those things are really good for you when it comes to your immune system. Now, another thing that I want to get into, because there are so many things that we can be taking and doing for our immune system, and I could go on and on and on all night. This is just a really quick basic thing so that you guys have an understanding, okay? Now, when it comes to COVID, they tell us all the time, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. And I agree, the more you can wash your hands, the better. But what we also want to look at is the fact that every store, especially in Jamaica, I don't know how it is in the US because I have not been there since COVID, but everywhere you go in Jamaica, as you walk into the store, before you can walk into the store, they are spraying your hand with sanitizer. By the time you leave that store and go into a supermarket, they're doing the same. You leave there and go into an office, they do the same. And by the end of the day, if you have been in 10 different establishments, you have been sanitized 10 different times. Now, from one angle, that's really great, because sanitizing is a great way to keep the virus away from others. But there are some negative things towards that, and we have to remember that. Number one, our palms and the bottom of our feet are the largest pores. Not the largest organ, but the largest pores. And so when we are putting this chemical, because we don't know what in a them sanitizer, yeah. Them sanitizer full of things. Sometimes you rub your hand together and you feel like rubber or some kind of something in it. Sometimes you're rubbing it into your hand and it just can't rub in because it's just full of jelly kind of thing. There are lots of different things in them. And so what we have to mention, what we have to remember is that to keep our palms healthy, to keep our skin and our pores in our palm healthy, we want to make sure that we are moisturizing. Okay, moisturizing is important, and moisturizing with something that's healthy, or moisturizing something that with not only that is healthy, but that can also guard us from any kind of COVID type of situation. Okay, so definitely from a natural standpoint. Another thing that we want to look into is our masks. Now guys, I wear my mask when I see clients. I wear my mask when I'm in public places. But I do not need, no, you can't have my earrings. I got them actually as a gift. Aren't they beautiful? This Unk, they're absolutely beautiful. What we have to remember is that there are certain places and certain things we do not need to do with our masks. First thing, the gym. If you have to wear your mask to the gym because that is what they recommend, or that is how you feel like you need to protect yourself, the gym is not where you should be going. Imagine sweating. You are sweating, you are detoxing, you are removing toxins and waste and fat and fluid from your body. And here it is that you have on this mask that is covering your nose, your mouth. So everything that you are trying to expel from your body is what you are actually bringing back into your body. And it is really not healthy. I am so worried about 3 years from now and 5 years from now, or even less, when it is that we realize that our cancer levels, or the percentage of people suffering from cancers gets worse. It must get worse. I see people running on freaking Charlemont, right? And on Barbican and down on Hope Road, right? With their mask on. Why the fuck do you have on your mask while you are walking or running down the road? I see people have their mask on in the car. They are the only one, them and Jesus, is the only people that are in the vehicle. Why do you have on your mask? You are absorbing, you are inhaling, you are taking in the carbon dioxide that all your body wants to do is release, because it is meant to release. You inhale oxygen, you exhale carbon dioxide. Why is it that we are doing these things to create more trauma and more stress on ourselves? We have to look into this, guys. Wearing a mask is smart, but how are you wearing your mask? When are you wearing your mask? And are you cleaning your fucking mask? Because I know a lot of people that don't even clean their masks. They don't wash it. They're not washing their mask every day. They're wearing the same mask for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a whole week before they wash it and put on a new one. That is friggin' madness. Imagine everything that you have drawn into that mask. Imagine everything that you have been pushing out into the mask, and you are still taking in, still like sucking in that crap. So if you are wearing a disposable mask, after the day, throw that shit away. It's done. It's over. There's no washing. There's no coming back. It is disposable. Throw it away. If it is that you are using a mask that is washable, I suggest you having at least 4 masks. You wear a mask today, you wash that one, you wear a new one tomorrow. You wear that one, you wash it, you wear another one. And so you can mix it. I remember someone saying to me the other day, oh, they don't like this mask thing because people are using the mask just as a fashion statement. But shit, if you're using the mask as a fashion statement, that means that you have at least 4, 5, 6, 7 masks that you are changing up with your outfit. You're in a much better position than this person using this one disposable mask for 3 days. It's a much better situation. Yes, treat it like your panty. Perfect. You don't wear the same panty twice a day. 2 days in a row. You change your panty, right? And for those women that leak a lot because they're just discharged and them just wetty and them pussy just nice and juicy, they're changing their panties even more than once a day, right? So why is it that we're using the mask that we're inhaling and exhaling for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 days? I need you guys to look into that. I need you guys to talk to your friends. I need you to talk to your family members. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? Please, guys. It really makes no sense. Another thing that I find that we don't look into, right, is our credit cards, our debit cards. We're not cleaning them. We take out the card, we give it to the cashier, them swipe it, them push it in the machine, them take it out, them give it back to you, and then you put it back in your wallet, and then you keep it moving. Clean your cards. Wipe them down. Even if it's white rum, which I think white rum is a much better sanitizer than all these other sanitizers going around, let me tell you, right? But use something to wipe them off. Clean your cards. Clean your money. There's this man that I get my my medical marijuana from sometimes. And every time I give him the money, he takes the money, he has on a glove, he takes the money, he sprays the money with liquid sanitizer, he rubs it up, and then he lays it down for it to dry on top of whatever other money or whatever it is. That's great. Clean your money. Money is dirty. We've known it's been dirty before COVID, much less COVID. So clean your money. Wipe down your cards, your if it's your debit cards, your credit cards, your whatever cards, wipe those things down. Another thing you want to do is your door handles. I have my children, they all have their different chores. One person wipes down all the light switches every day in the house. Another one wipes all the door handles every day. And this was from we were in South Carolina. This is not just because of COVID. This is just because we can't manage the sickness and the ray and the tea and the mix up, right? Because as much as I love people, I don't love people like consumption and them stresses that them can bring on to me, right? So this is something that I was always doing. So when I reminded them, because we had stopped doing it a little bit, especially in Jamaica, we're trying to like adjust because we had just moved from South Carolina and all of that. It was something that I had to reintroduce and be like, hey guys, remember when we used to wipe the door handles? Remember when we used to wipe the light switches? Remember when we used to wipe down whatever? We need to continue that. It's important. Wipe down your phone. Wipe down all of these things. We want to make sure the cleaner they are, the better. Even your steering wheel. Wipe down your steering wheel. Make sure you have a little Lysol wipe or a sanitizer thing with some napkin that you can wipe it every day. It is important. These are the things that we have to look into. Okay? So do that, please. So guys, I'm going to give you a quick rundown because it's about that time. Number one, we want to make sure we're cleansing. We want to make sure our gut is healthy. The healthier our gut is the healthier our reproductive system is going to be, and it's healthier that our immune system is going to be. And COVID, viruses, bacteria affects our immune system. We want to make sure our bodies have good bacteria. How do we do that? Probiotics is a great way. Kombucha is also a great way to be able to keep that good bacteria in our bodies. If you're doing a probiotic, I suggest nothing less than 50 billion cultures. Anything less is not even worth it. When it comes to things like our herbs to keep our immune system healthy, ginger, turmeric, peppermint, thyme, lavender, matcha, blue vervain, lemongrass, lemon. All of these things are amazing for your immune system. When we're talking about vitamins and minerals, vitamin C, as we know, vitamin D3, iron, colloidal silver, 500 ppms, black seed oil, virgin, cold pressed, organic, coconut oil, virgin, cold pressed, organic. We want to look into sea moss, Irish moss. These things are great for your immune system. And again, into the cleansing and the cleaning of our mass, the cleaning of our environment, the cleaning of our door handles, the cleaning of our steering wheels, the cleaning of our credit cards and light switches and all of those things. And of course, making sure our hands are moisturized. Even though it is that we are sanitizing, once we've sanitized, moisturize your hands. Our hands are going to get so dry, okay? We're going to start having so many different issues. We don't want that, okay? So these are great ways to help the situation. Guys, I hope that everyone learned something tonight, found something that they could, put into their lifestyle or their routine. It is important for me to bring awareness to health, of course, but also to be realistic. If you were to do all of these things, oh my God, that would be amazing. But even if you were to pick 3 or 4 of these things to do on a daily basis, you would find how much that helps your situation. Okay, so guys, please, if you have any questions about anything I spoke about tonight, please send me a message, send me a DM, send me a WhatsApp, send me an email. I don't give a shit. Send it some way so that I can help, so that we can help ourselves and each other to really be the healthiest versions of ourselves. Okay, it's the one body we have, it's the one temple. We have to make sure that we are treating our bodies in the best way possible. So guys, please, if you are not following our YouTube channel, Cosmic Woman's YouTube channel, please do so. We just need like 200 more subscribers and we can do so many things that we are planning to do when it comes to the YouTube channel. If you're not following Cosmic Woman, please do so. I am not sure how many of you caught the live on Dare Dream on Sunday, but apparently a lot of people enjoyed themselves. So there is a little excitement and niceness coming up, not next week but the week after. I will definitely be sending you guys some information about that, so you can look out for that, because we're really trying to change up the dynamics a little bit, and really educate, but make it fun, because of course the best way to learn is when you're enjoying yourself, right? So that is definitely the goal. Pum Pum 101, I do not think is this Friday. We are actually taking a little break, just so that we can get everything together so we can start the new season. We have a lot of things planned for you guys, so please look out for that. The next live that we have going on is next week. I believe that will be our Womb Wednesday for next week Wednesday, and we are going to be tapping into abuse. We're going to be talking about abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse. It's important for us to start talking about things that people don't want to talk about, and talking about it from our own personal standpoint, so that we can really make a difference. When people know that you have either lived it or gone through it, it makes them feel like they're really not alone, and it gives them that extra oomph to be able to overcome it, overcome the challenge that is in front of them, because they know that other people have, and it is possible. So guys, please look out for that. I thank you so much again for tuning in to Womb Wednesday. It is always my pleasure, always amazing. Sorry I didn't talk a lot about reproductive tonight. It was not a reproductive night, but we will definitely get into that for next Wednesday and the following Wednesdays to come. Guys, please be safe, love each other, bring peace. A lot's going on in the world, but everything good, bad, or in between starts with self. So work on self, treat self good, and in turn we can treat each other good. Love and light to all of you. Blessings. I will see you next time. Have a great night, guys. Bye. It doesn't want to get me out. It wants me to stay longer, guys.